There's a middle-aged mom.
Don't read the comments.
Can I not read them
Don't
now?
read the comments until we're rolling because you're not good at recreating it.
How dare you?
You're not an actor like I am.
And by actor, you mean a clown that makes jokes for cheap laughs where there's a bike horn going honk, honk, accompanying you, right? That's an actor.
Or softcore porn.
Anyone can act. Jesus. You know, if Jennifer Lopez can act, we all can act.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TV Tea Time.
Why'd you scream, hey? It scared me.
I don't know. It did scare you. You popped up. You popped up like you've been sucking dick in a cornfield. Mama.
Look. Mama? Is that you, Mama?
I swear, Daddy, I was just helping plant some seed.
Literally.
Literally. And what a classy way to start the show, everybody.
Welcome to TV Tea Time.
Hello, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle.
And we're here to give you some TV life.
And this is our normally scheduled programming.
Yeah.
We were late last week. Sorry about that.
Sorry. I hope we have press record. I always get nervous. Let me just look.
Why do we have to go through this every time?
Yeah, we're recording. We're good.
Andy Cohen doesn't have to deal with this.
You know what? Andy Cohen has a cute dog, and I don't have that anymore. So,
way to bring down the fucking show.
I'm saying I cried about her this week.
Okay, this is a weird area.
Well, sorry. I have emotions.
Yeah, you hide them really well.
Just go to our first segment, please.
Our first segment is called
Cousins in Love, apparently.
The love that dare not speak its name. So our first segment is called T for Two. And T for
This is where we read.
For you.
You get so angry so easily.
I don't know. No, it's me being fervent about my desire for our
bet you're
viewers.
An angry fuck.
No.
You're definitely not Lily of the Fields.
Okay.
All right, everybody.
I've done it. I've done it. I've been angry.
All right, let's read. Do you want to read?
Not to give too much.
Not to give too much.
Yes, I want to read mine.
Read your YouTube comments. This is where we're. Oh, they just.
Speaking of, I must say, I will call it for your consideration. Emmy scene at the beginning of last week's podcast was real,
hot and yelling. That was a real truth moment.
That was a real moment, and that was me. And I'm living my truth.
Your hair is so crazy over here. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happened. You look like the Pied Piper.
Okay, so, B. Maureen, 490. B. Maureen. B. Maureen.
Oh, that's like Rent.
The Tango Maureen.
Will you light my candle?
That's not Maureen. That's
I hate that
Mimi.
song.
B. Maureen
if you
says...
like Rent still, I'm sorry. You're dumb.
You know, it was a zeitgeisty thing, and it was important.
You know what? It was important then. I loved it when I was in college.
It just went away. Shut up so I can say something. B. Maureen says, I was waiting for you to mention how terrible Jaden's pants looked on stage. I agree. We actually talked about it this week.
We did talk about Maureen. They're terrible. They make him look hippie.
And it says, I would never let anyone put on pants like me, and I'm a middle-aged mom. It was very distracting.
You're a good middle-aged mom. Never let your children wear that.
It was very distracting.
They look like, you know what they look like? It looked like the mom cargo pants that everybody wears back home.
It was. And
with sandals.
And I don't love the kind of capri look and
the
high-waisted.
I don't like, no.
Not for him. It's not boy band. It's for like gay West Hollywood.
Yeah, it's not even gay West Hollywood.
It may be that he's short. It may be that he's short and they're trying to make him look taller.
But I think if you make somebody look taller, you have the whole line of like the pants.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Also, Groovy Gadget says, is that a boy band in the background? You know, Groovy Gadget.
All of them are. That was Menudo, I believe.
I think maybe it was like a fake Menudo. I just Googled boy band, and that came up, and I had to
put a lot of research into this show, obviously.
It's actually harder to find a picture than you think, y'all.
Climb off that Ivory Tower. Yeah. It's so hard to do what you need to. That's not an ivory tower. Anyway, thanks for the comments, everybody.
That was from Stephen Sondheim's Into the Woods for all you Marys out there. And for girls who went to Belvoir.
The pitches only resembled the ones that were actually there. Anyway,
that's fair.
Our first tea bag.
Well, I can't sing very well because of that fucking cake you got. If
You
wanna-
got a cake.
If you want to know about Jake's cake that he got for me
Nice tie-in.
for 100th episode of my other podcast, go to our Facebook page and you can see what
Which
a bitch
I'm not
he
even
is.
affiliated with, so you can
You've
imagine
been-
how good
you know,
that is.
You've been on that episode twice.
I think
You're
wait,
lucky.
I have.
Most people don't get on there once.
How many episodes have there been?
100.
I don't listen to two.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a long show.
You're a long life. All right. What's your first tea bag?
You need to do something that grabs people more.
Yeah.
We need to sit down and have a meeting.
What are we? 48 hours?
Yes. You know, I watch an episode of Forensic Files. I'm hooked
That's true.
because in the first 2 minutes, the murder happens.
Law and Order, GAY.
Gunk gunk.
Hey, hey.
Hey hey. Okay, my first tea bag. So the opening to this, so this is about. This is all based on soundtracks.
Yes.
Of films,
Movie soundtracks.
movie soundtracks, which you know could be a hit or a miss. And
I immediately am excited for Titanic.
I'm a little upset about that.
I think they
for
should have sang
Titanic.
that.
So they immediately read order says this is my favorite because I was in the movie.
I was in the movie of Grey's Anatomy.
50 Shades of Grey.
Whatever.
You're an idiot.
50 Shades of Grey.
You're
50 Shades of Grey's
you're
Anatomy.
Actually, I think you're actually on the spectrum. And that's not to insult anyone who's actually on the spectrum.
You know what? I confuse words.
So
they sang that song.
So they sang that song for the weekend.
Earned It.
Called Earned It, which, as I said, the first thing I said, which was great, I said,
did.
this is a fucking song.
He did say this fucking, and then you started to talk about more. You were like, you said, this is like when, it's kind of slow beat. So this is just when they're like, I think you said thrusting it in you. And I almost vomited
By the end of the
on
night,
the couch.
when everyone's just trying to get it done, it doesn't even matter. Everyone's tired. And
You picked up somebody from the sidewalk
everyone-
sale at 2 a.m.
Everyone knows what that's like when you're done with the formalities and it's just huffing and puffing.
I remember that. It's true.
Jesus.
I remember that one time, and this guy had like grape Kool-Aid flavored
'Cause you're
lube,
worth
and it made me throw up.
Thank you for that.
It made me throw up.
I hope you didn't do it on him.
No, I went to the bathroom.
That's polite.
It was polite.
So this is a fucking song, and it's really sexual.
Yeah.
And their
And
ties are undone.
Their ties are
and it's
undone,
like-
which means they're ready for you to take their shirts off and
like
do things to them.
this was super sexual.
It was
Not that I didn't enjoy it, but
I did. You know what? I have to say,
Summer Nights.
Chance earned it on that one. I mean, that man is beautiful.
He did a little spin, that little spin. He
Yes.
did. I enjoyed that.
Oh, I bet he's good. And you know what?
Stop fantasizing about him.
He's overage.
And they brought his baby Brooklyn.
baby daughter.
I'm sorry, I can't say the name Brooklyn.
I don't really like the name Brooklyn, but that's fine. It's
That's
your
a
daughter.
borough. It's a borough.
It's a borough, and it's like you named your kid what? Westchester,
Bronx.
Bronx. Isn't that the Beckham's kid's name?
I think
it's Bronx.
Bronx is
Bronx.
is the name. Canarsie.
You know that there's some pissed off kid somewhere named Hoboken, and they're like, or somebody names their fucking kid Kansas City.
It's awful. I hate it.
I didn't like it, but I did like seeing Chance with the kid because it made me think, ooh, he's fertile. And then you said
you could have pretty children,
and I appreciated that we
and
could.
you would give birth when you had a uterus put in.
Working on it.
So what's
Working
your
on
first one?
So my first tea bag is, let's talk about the filler of the hour. When
Oh, you mean the dead air that they
When
said
Tim
we're
stood
6
up-
minutes short
and they're like, what can we do? And they're like, let's have some behind the scenes shenanigans.
because the kids
With
have already
Tim.
the underage because of labor laws. The kids have already worked too many hours.
Yeah, they can't anymore.
What are we gonna do?
What are we going to do? And Tim's like, wait. It was like some
we
weird
could do the
50s,
Breakfast Club.
It,
Not 50s,
but
80s.
when they honestly,
Have you really never seen the Breakfast Club? You've seen it. You've seen it.
I started to watch it and then I fell asleep about 3 years ago.
I'm sorry.
I've never
People,
seen it.
Leave in your comments. This is
I've
someone
never
who
seen it.
actively has to avoid the Breakfast Club
No, it's just nobody. I never saw it growing up.
because you were out too busy trying to compete with the pig in the class for the best academic scores.
I just wanted to watch She-Ra and Jem and the Rockers. Nobody would let me.
Holograms.
Whatever. It was Barbie and the Rockers. That's what it was.
Anyway,
I think I am on the spectrum.
That doesn't make it better.
Well, and I am not being funny about that. I gotta think
they
it's
did
true.
the Breakfast Club, and I will say I loved Rita Ora's Ali Sheedy haircut.
I did. I loved her Ali Sheedy hair. I knew it was Ali Sheedy.
That's good.
And Amelia Estevez is in that. Molly Ringwald.
You know more about this
Ralph
than anyone
Macchio.
who's ever... That's Ralph Macchio's not in the
I
movie.
thought he was.
Anthony Michael Hall is in the movie.
Oh.
Judd...
Ed Sheeran.
No.
Charlie
he's
Sheen,
a
I
singer.
mean.
Charlie Sheen is not in that movie.
Oh, okay.
Judd... Not Judd Hirsch, because he was on Dear Dad. No, Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Bueller.
We're going to move on
Okay.
because I'm so angry I want to punch you in the face.
Okay. All right. Well,
anyway, it was terrible, it took up 2 minutes.
But her hair was cute. But honestly, too,
and they didn't even sing the song.
What I thought when they say behind the scenes shenanigans, I thought it was going to be like Chance and like Andrew sitting on the couch having a conversation, and then Chance says something funny, and Andrew kind of pushes him, and then he laughs back, and they kind of fold
and
into
then a
each
moment
other.
happens and they kiss each other.
Yes, that's a behind the scenes shenanigan I want to see. Boy band.
I can imagine it now. How exactly
Can't you can? And then Miles walks back in, and he's like, "I just wanted to say hi."
Guys, I've missed everyone, and they go in for a bro hug.
And then they realize they both have an erection. And they're like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Love."
This is such slash fiction that I could write.
Wow.
So we're gonna move on.
Some 13-year-old teenager
we're in a
right
weird
now
area.
She just listened to that story and went, "A whole new world."
Some of them love gay men.
All right, what's your next teabag?
Mine is I want to talk about the boy band poses that they did.
Oh, they did do the boy band.
They're like, so you're the kind of chameleon, or you're the sensitive one.
And I love that Nick Carter
was
was the one doing this, because Nick Carter, he did all that. You know
it was
what I mean?
a little tongue in cheek. I kind of loved it.
And then they wore all white, like the Backstreet
Boys. I kind of wanted them to say stuff like the pose being, and you're the kleptomaniac. So it's like, oops.
And you're.
I'm hiding this because I'm
you
stealing
were in
it from
boy
the set.
band, they would say, "And you're the dick pig."
And I'm like, whoa. Or, oh!
Yeah, you'd be going, oh. And for me, they would go, "You're the flouncing fairy." And I would just be literally in a tutu with a magical wand going, bring.
Going,
Yes.
flouncing fairy.
With a picture of Ralph Macchio. Ralph Macchio was
Ralph
hot.
Macchio.
Karate Kid me.
I don't think he's aged well.
Oh, I think he's aged well.
You say
Leave in the comments, what do you think about Ralph Macchio's aging?
I think I'm wrong. That's very specific.
Leave us in the comments.
What's your next
But yes,
one?
okay. Well, I think after that, then we had some performances.
I think that's all mine.
That's really, yeah. We're halfway
yeah,
through the show already.
I want to talk about. Oh, I did have to talk about one more thing.
Oh, okay.
Something happened before the show because either someone did lines in the dressing room, and that someone is Nick Carter.
No, I don't want to claim that Nick Carter is doing drugs because his brother has just been arrested. He might have just had a Dr. Pepper.
Or a fucking Monster Energy drink, something.
No, yeah,
because
or maybe someone was cleaning the copier, a PA, and they were blowing it out because there was some copy dust in there, and he said, "Can I just borrow that?" And
I don't know, but he was cracked out of his
he
mind.
was very excited.
At one point, he's like, "Yeah,
maybe
this is the best show ever."
Maybe he's on the cleanse. I know a lot of people that do that cayenne cleanse, and they get a lot of energy from that. Didn't you get energy when you did that cleanse? What happened to you when you did that?
The second day
in the gay bookstore. Passed out in the gay bookstore.
It was a lot. I need to eat. This girl loves her food.
What were you holding a copy of, like poetry?
I think I just passed out. I think I was probably waiting on someone going, "And what else do you want?"
No,
we don't.
No, the porn to the back, sir.
When someone asked me something like, "I don't know. I don't think we have that." I was the surliest employee, and you know what? They respected me.
Are you hot again?
Yes.
There's a nice breeze tonight. How can you be hot?
I'm always hot.
Well, you can't fan yourself. It blows in the mic. Let's talk about the performances. Can we talk about All In? Speaking of Chance.
And we have our great
names. You can
names
go
again.
All In, Chance. Ugh. They're called All In and then Undivided, which
and then
I was
leveled.
I was on a game show called Undivided. I won $2,000. I was happy about it.
File under things you never really needed to know.
No, it's true. And she said, "Love," but all in. Chance, you are all in.
All in. Yeah, Chance was great. I wrote all in.
What did I write about? I actually thought Sergio was the standout of this one.
He was
Very comfortable on stage.
And Mikey was pitchy as he could be.
He was.
This song, that song is hard to sing.
It is hard to sing.
That Moana song, and it
I'm
just
gonna
keeps
turn you
going
up because I want to make sure you're heard.
It keeps going higher and higher and higher, and Mikey had a problem with it. Sergio did not. Nor did
Chance,
Brady, of course, who sang it really well.
Well,
Chance didn't either.
It's weird the way. Can we talk a little?
And Marcus didn't really do it well either.
Can we talk a little bit how they paired them up this week? I thought it was odd, right? They put all the great singers in
the Moana group, yeah.
Except for, Jaden was a good singer, and
I think they actually tried to get people out of the last group. I think they wanted Cameron gone.
I think so too.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, sorry. I had two friends, Rob and Nicholas, who said that they can't watch. They get their show on. They get the boy band show not live. They don't have cable, so they get it on streaming the next day. And he says, "I love your show, but you spoil it." I'm like, "Well, what do you want to?"
Well, don't watch it. Watch it till later.
I'm glad you reminded me of that. From now on, when we say that's a spoiler alert, we're going to say nothing. No, I'm kidding. We'll try to say.
I don't give a shit.
I'll try to say spoiler alert, even though Poodle doesn't.
Who cares? It's a fucking competition show. No one really cares. I'm just upset about Miles still. Anyway.
But yes, Mickey.
I may have had a dream about him.
Did you? Oh, God. I don't want to know. I just don't like Mikey's voice. I think he's a cute kid.
Be a perfect drag queen.
You know what? I think he would be great for Disney. He needs to be on Disney shows.
He doesn't have enough charisma. He doesn't.
Or uniqueness.
Or nerve.
He has talent.
So he has T.
Geez. Sorry, we're just quoting RuPaul's Drag Race. That is the basis.
Which he'll probably be doing T in a couple of years.
It's true. That's true.
Anyway, so that's them.
That's them. Hello.
Undivided.
They sounded okay.
They sounded great. Undivided.
Undivided. Saying that terrible. You know what thing I want to miss?
Yeah, this one did not like that song.
You know what thing I want to miss?
That
song. I don't want to miss a thing. I don't want to see this song. I hate it.
It's cute how you tied that around and brought it back around. And then this has my favorite android, Devin, in it, who said, my confidence has really, I've been struggling with my confidence a lot. I don't see that at all. I see you being very confident.
I think he winks a little too much still.
Well,
Chance didn't wink as much as
and
performance.
His eyebrows need to be tamed.
You know what it is when they wink, just in case any of you guys are watching this, and none of you are, but in case you are, maybe your mother is. What winking tells me...
You're taking care of your ailing grandmother.
I know you're winking at the camera and you think it's cute, but you know what I think it means? To me, as an artist, I think it means you're not in the song.
To me, as an artist. You hear that?
Yes.
Very profound.
Mm-hmm. Whatever.
Anyway, I hate the outfits here. Actually, we should talk about this later.
We can talk about...
We talk about how my fashion corner.
Okay, we'll talk about your fashion. I thought Andrew Butcher looks a little uncomfortable in this one when he sang.
But poor thing. I think Devin was the one who was... I was saying Devin is like, I might not. I don't have any confidence. They just take him to the lab and give him a tune-up. And the android's right back.
I think Devin, he's a cute kid. He's 19 years old. I think he's going to be...
Kid.
I think when he's 28, he's going to be real hot.
Wake up. Wake up. It's not real.
You don't think he's real? All right. Moving
He was not on the first 2 episodes.
If he was on the first 2 episodes, can you send us a screen grab? Because I'm not going to rewatch this show.
I don't believe it. You know what? People can come up with a lot. People can manufacture a lot.
Can we just talk about Leveled? Please.
Okay, this was a broke down group.
Oh, now you're hot.
Okay, this was a broke. Now I can't hear myself.
No, it's better now.
This was a broke down group.
It was.
You had J Hype, who is not a singer.
It was not.
Michael Connor, who is a performer, kind of a singer,
star,
and a star. And I've said I need a shirt that says Michael Connor is a star because he is. And although you also had Cam, who is not that great of a singer.
I always feel like he's pinching his butthole when he sings.
And Who else? Oh, and Andrew Bloom. Andrew Bloom is the only good singer in that group.
And you know what?
And this was like the bad group.
It was kind of. I feel like that. This is why I feel like they put all the good people in All In, and then Leveled was not. They were not Leveled.
They literally put all the good people in.
Yeah, they did.
All
the
in.
good. All in.
And leveled means they actually leveled them.
The rest. I think the producers are having a hand in this more than we think.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew, I think he did it. I thought he did a good job on this song. He does.
Yeah,
he does look a little uncomfortable too, but he sang well.
They gave him highlights, which was nice.
I think they did. We like it. We like it.
So that's
he did the falsetto stuff.
So anyway, who wound up going home was Andrew Butcher, which we kind of thought would happen.
Yes,
he's gonna. You know what? He'll make a great living.
No, he's going to be he's going to be a country singer,
and then working second shift at Chili's.
Oh, he is going. No, I think he is going to get a country music contract from this show.
Okay,
I do.
I don't think he has a lot of charisma.
I think if he knows,
he has talent.
Does he knows how to play
and nerve?
If he knows how to play the guitar,
uniqueness, no.
But country music is much more based on how well you sing. You can stand there at a mic and just sing.
That's true. Anyway, so
I mean. What does the guy from Rascal Flatts do except for sound really awesome?
And he
sounds amazing.
So I think it's now
Martina
time.
McBride, she just stands there.
I think it's now time for our
wait,
fashion update.
Almost. One thing before you say this. So the last three was Mikey and Andrew and Cam. And when Mikey was told that he was in the bottom from the group All In,
he was the bottom boy.
No comment.
That's what was written.
Chance was so concerned when that happened, and I didn't realize Chance looks so hot when he is concerned for other people. Chance, I want you to be concerned over me. That's all I wanted to say.
He is. I think if he met you, he would be.
I think if he met,
I think he would be nervous that you were going to jump him.
I see them. I follow Brady on Instagram, and they're just eating at the farmers market. We should go stalk them at the Grove. And go say hi.
I think that's a really bad idea.
They're just sitting there eating a sandwich nobody knows, and we can be like, Brady!
I think that would probably be...
I think that would play well. They would like to have fans. I'd be, Chance!
And a security guard body checks you. So we're now to a fashion update.
All right.
First of all, we need to... That's the worst police siren I've ever heard.
What do we think I am? That black man from Police Academy?
I loved him.
I loved him too.
So here's what we're gonna do for this. Well, girl, you look good. That's the fashion update.
Okay.
So I first have to talk about Timbaland.
Oh yes.
Who looked like the bartender from Star Trek. He looked like the one who cleans up the shit on Star Trek. It was a weird costume.
It was a very odd costume.
I say costume because it was. The fashion don't of the night went to Undivided. And they looked like they were wearing terrible Evel Knievel jumpsuits that were kind of like American.
It was like a black and white with like a red accent.
No, red, white, and blue. There were stars on it.
Red, white, and blue.
So it was like terrible Americana.
You're coming to America.
Yeah, but I wish they'd sung that.
That's a good song.
I liked All In's kind of NSYNC inspired white suits.
Wasn't that actually white. Backstreet Boys that were all
You're
white?
You're right. I'm sorry.
It
Backstreet
is all
Boys.
white. Yeah.
I wrote BSB down. What's wrong with me?
Well. And then I don't remember what Leveled wore because I was just worried that Andrew had to carry them.
It wasn't good.
Who cares?
Let's say that.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
That's today's fashion update.
Okay.
Well. Don't wear that.
Okay, what do we think about our next session, which you skipped last week because
I had another thing that was
said
important.
We're doing a new section called Top 5, which we're not doing Top 5. He just made that up.
He loves it when I invent new sections.
We're not
doing
show. That, y'all. We'll do that later. It's not
we'll do
time.
It later.
We still have 4 episodes left.
It's more of a bi-monthly thing.
There's nothing bi about you.
I could have written that joke. I was about to say that.
All right.
So the next
section,
what
is
Poodle's voice box? So now we open the voice box. So,
a needle pulling thread. Okay,
I want to talk about your favorite song. I don't want to miss a thing.
Ooh.
Here's the thing: when you're going to do a ballad like that, which with really high stakes, the more you push it on the audience, the more you overdo it, the less effect it has.
They were really trying to sell that song.
If you just kind of simply perform it, it really works.
I don't think there's a...
Don't over-push your ballads.
Well, and with that, I think they feel like, well, we're not...
Same thing with True Colors last time.
Yes, and I feel like they think with ballads, oh, we're not...
Don't want to fall
Don't sing it, don't sing it, don't sing it, don't sing it.
Because I miss you, word.
That's
Weird.
angry fuck. Anyway, but I think they think since they're not doing choreography, they really have to, like, emote and all this.
Yeah, but
You
there's
know
a
what?
way to do it that
Did you see Celine Dion sing the Titanic song on the Grammys, everybody? Because you know what, singers? Google that shit. Bitch
That's
just
a fucking
stands there and
masterclass.
sang. That's a masterclass. in a ballad.
Masterclass.
Masterclass.
Master ass.
Master ass. We should do that as a cabaret sketch where you're giving me a voice lesson.
We do a masterclass with the Maria Callas play called Master Ass.
Yeah, that's just what that master ass.
Come watch that.
You'll be called Poodle Callas.
And then we close Poodle Voice Box. Anyway,
All right, so now it's
Our
for
last
our
segment.
last section of the show. Thank God.
if I were a 15-year-old girl.
There's a lot of singing this episode.
A lot of singing.
I hope somebody doesn't write a comment about it and say
They
that we're all-
hate it.
Somebody doesn't like it. You know what? Let us know what you think about our singing.
All right. So, anyway, you go first. I'm a little on the fence in this one.
You know,
I'm on the fence on this one.
I don't want to be a cheating teenager, but I'm a little torn between two men. And they're both Latin lovers.
Torn between two lovers.
One of them's name
Feeling
is,
like a fool.
is Chance, and the other one is
Chance.
Drew. We haven't talked about Drew this episode, but can we say, I think Drew
has
he sounds fantastic.
Drew and Brady have the best voices.
But
in the
Drew
show.
has, I think, everything.
It's much more a pop
like,
voice.
I know Chance is a heartthrob. He is like the Jordan Knight, whatever. But I think Drew has the look and he has that voice. And
He's the
sounds
JC Chasez.
He is the JC Chasez of this show. I actually think his voice is better. It's more exciting to me to listen to his voice than Brady's. Brady's is pretty.
I understand that. Yeah.
Because it's not so as technical. I also think Drew, I think Drew and Jaden are the best about understanding what the song is about and singing it and feeling it. And I think Drew would look at me with tears in his eyes and tell me he loved me if I was a 15-year-old girl.
You're a 15. Remember to say that.
If I was a 15-year-old girl.
There
All
we are.
right, what's yours?
I'm going to step outside my comfort zone,
Okay.
and
That's not topping.
you're a bitch. So anyway,
It's like Gumby falling off a log.
okay, can I just
Oh, wait, that
talk?
was Mr. Bill. Sorry.
Can I thank you?
Yeah.
I love being things thrown at my expense. I have a thing for Sergio this week. If I were a 15-year-old girl.
Wow, I'm impressed.
He gave me a lot, even though he kind of has a baby face.
He has a Bruno Mars vibe.
He has that kind of like smile that would like.
He's charming, but
it would
not
kind
gross.
of like make me feel like I had butterflies in my stomach,
Mhm.
and then I would go home and hug my pillow and dry hump it all night long.
Oh, did you have one of those pillows too? Not a dry hump pillow. I didn't mean. Remember those pillows that had faces painted on them, and then they had hair on them and little pillow feet?
No,
You don't remember those pillow people?
No, and
I had one who used to sit on my bed. I loved it. It was a pillow person. It had hair, like yard for hair. It had a little pillow
I need
legs.
to go reevaluate our whole
You
relationship.
know what? If
so
you
I
had a
need to
pillow
go.
person, I want you to leave a GIF in the comment or a picture.
I don't get it, and I need to end the show because I'm uncomfortable.
Fine then. All right, everybody. Well, this has been TVT time this week.
Yes!
We're going to be back next week. Next Thursday, this show's back live again.
Lord.
And you know the deal. If you're listening to the podcast, share it with your friends. Go to Apple Podcasts, they're called now, or
Apple
iTunes.
Podcasts, yeah.
Leave a review. Write something. And what do you write?
Keep going, Queens.
Keep going, Queens. Put that there to let us
T-shirts.
know that we're doing well.
We'll get T-shirts in 2018.
It's true. Hey, you know what? I would love
Someone
it.
should send us a T-shirt.
Yes, they should. And you know what? We put this on the Facebook at VMattMar. We put this on YouTube. You know what I would love? I would love just for 3 people to just share this.
That would
week. That would mean a lot to me.
That would mean a lot to me.
3
And I
people
would be-
for me and 3 for you.
I would be honestly grateful.
I would be very grateful. That means a lot.
Grateful.
Sharing is caring.
Unless it's STDs.
We'll see you next week, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.